The 2004 Sri Lanka tsunami train wreck was a tragic incident that occurred on December 26, 2004, when a powerful earthquake off the coast of Sumatra triggered a massive tsunami that devastated several countries in the Indian Ocean region, including Sri Lanka. The tsunami wave struck the southern and eastern coasts of Sri Lanka, causing extensive damage and loss of life. Train number 50 Matara Express was a regular train operating between the cities of Colombo and Galle. The route runs along the southwestern coast of Sri Lanka, and at Telwada, only about 200 meters, 660 feet, inland from the sea. On Sunday, December 26, 2004, during both the Buddhist full moon holiday and the Christmas holiday weekend, it left Colombo's Fort Station shortly after 6:50 a.m. with over 1,500 paid passengers and an unknown number of unpaid passengers, including the ones with travel passes, called seasons, and government travel permits. 1-2. The train was pulled by locomotive number 591 Manitoba, a Sri Lanka Railways Class M2A built in 1956 by General Motors Diesel of Canada as a Model G12. Sri Lanka's seismic monitoring station at Palikal registered the earthquake within minutes but did not consider it possible for a tsunami to reach the island. 3. When tsunami reports first reached the dispatching office in Maradona, officials were able to halt 8 trains running on the coastal line, but were unable to reach the Matara Express. Efforts to halt the train at Mbalangota failed because all station personnel was assisting with the train, and no one was available to answer the phone until after the train had departed. Attempts to reach personnel at stations further south failed as they had fled or been killed by the waves. At 9:30 a.m., in the village of Puralia, near Telwada, the beach saw the first of the gigantic waves thrown up by the earthquake. The train came to a halt as water surged around it, and an alarm sounded to alert the population about the increase in the water level. 4. Hundreds of locals, believing the train to be secure on the rails, climbed onto the top of the cars to avoid being swept away. Others stood behind the train, hoping it would shield them from the force of the water. The first wave flooded the carriages and caused panic amongst the passengers. 10 minutes later, a huge wave picked the train up and smashed it against the trees and houses which lined the track, crushing those seeking shelter behind it. The 8 carriages were so packed with people that the doors could not be opened while they filled with water, drowning almost everyone inside as the water washed over the wreckage several more times. The passengers on top of the train were thrown clear of the uprooted carriages, and most drowned or were crushed by debris. Locomotive number 591 Manitoba was carried 100 meters, 330 feet, coming to rest in a swamp. Both engineer Janaka Fernando and assistant Shivaloganathan died at their posts. Estimates based on the state of the shoreline and a high water mark on a nearby building placed the tsunami 7.5 to 9 meters, 25 to 30 feet, above sea level and 2 to 3 meters, 6.6 to 9.8 feet, higher than the top of the train. The devastating train wreck attracted international attention, highlighting the widespread destruction caused by the tsunami and the immense loss of life. It served as a poignant symbol of the human tragedy that unfolded on that fateful day. Efforts were made to identify and commemorate the victims of the train wreck. A memorial was built in Puralia to honor those who lost their lives, and the incident serves as a reminder of the devastating impact of natural disasters and the importance of disaster preparedness and early warning systems. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami remains one of the most catastrophic natural disasters in modern history, affecting several countries and resulting in the loss of hundreds of thousands of lives.